Your roadmap to the latest in auto. Welcome to Highway Herald. Today, we're dissecting a seismic shift in the European electric vehicle market. Once a global trailblazer, Europe now finds itself on shaky ground as a perfect storm of challenges threatens to derail its lofty EV ambitions. From skyrocketing energy costs to the unexpected downfall of flagship companies like Northvolt, the ramifications are immense, not just for EVs but for the future of innovation, sustainability, and Europe's global standing. So what went wrong? Buckle up as we navigate the 7 critical reasons driving this industry upheaval. Reason number 7, soaring energy costs, the industry's Achilles heel. The energy crisis in Europe has reached unprecedented levels, delivering a crushing blow to its EV industry. Manufacturing EV batteries demands an immense and stable energy supply. Yet, with energy costs spiraling due to geopolitical conflicts and reduced gas availability, production facilities are struggling to stay afloat. Europe's dependence on imported natural gas has made it particularly vulnerable, with tensions like the Russia-Ukraine war amplifying the issue. Energy-intensive plants, especially those producing lithium-ion batteries, are finding themselves at an impasse. Relocate operations to cheaper regions or face closure. Over the past year, operational costs for these facilities have surged by more than 60%, forcing some to scale back production or shut down entirely. Governments have introduced subsidies to cushion the blow, but these have proven insufficient as demand outpaces supply. Without affordable energy, Europe's green energy goals remain frustratingly out of reach, and the EV industry faces a monumental challenge. Reason number 6, Northvolt's collapse, dreams dashed. Once heralded as Europe's EV savior, Northvolt was set to revolutionize battery production with the backing of titans like Volkswagen and Goldman Sachs. But fast forward to today, and the dream has crumbled. Northvolt's recent bankruptcy has sent shockwaves across the automotive world, raising red flags about Europe's EV ecosystem. While the vision was ambitious, Northvolt fell victim to a trifecta of challenges: missed production targets, spiraling costs, and fierce global competition. Volkswagen has been forced to devalue its investment, while Goldman Sachs faces losses approaching $900 million. Northvolt's story is a sobering reminder that even the most promising ventures can buckle under mounting economic pressures. This isn't just Northvolt's loss, it's a stark warning for Europe. The collapse underscores the steep uphill battle the continent faces in competing with more cost-efficient regions like China and the US, where supply chains and production costs are far more favorable. Reason number 5, supply chain bottlenecks, a logistical nightmare. Europe's EV industry is grappling with critical supply chain challenges. Sourcing materials like lithium and cobalt, coupled with shipping delays, has created bottlenecks at every stage. Unlike China, which dominates mineral supply and boasts efficient logistics, Europe's reliance on imports leaves it vulnerable to price surges and disruptions. The pandemic highlighted the fragility of global supply chains, with the EV sector hit particularly hard. In 2023, lithium prices spiked by over 150%, driving up production costs and reducing the competitiveness of European-made EVs in global markets. While Asian and North American companies maintain a supply chain advantage, Europe struggles with slowdowns and declining profitability. Although plans to localize resources are underway, they remain years from realization. For now, Europe's EV ambitions hinge on overcoming its dependence on external suppliers, a major obstacle to the industry's recovery and future growth. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore reason number 4, the energy transition paradox, caught in the crossfire. Europe's drive for renewable energy has created a paradox, where lofty green ambitions clash with the stark realities of economic strain. Investments in renewable infrastructure have made electricity more expensive for industrial users, leaving energy-dependent industries like EV production in dire straits. Battery manufacturing requires a consistent and affordable energy supply, yet countries like Germany and France, despite investing billions in renewables, have seen energy costs rise rather than fall. The result? Manufacturers are trapped in a vicious cycle of rising operational expenses and dwindling profit margins. The long-term benefits of renewable energy are clear, but the immediate costs have created significant roadblocks. For Europe's EV market, this transition paradox has become a glaring obstacle, delaying progress when time is of the essence. Reason number 3, global competition, the powerhouses of China and the US. While Europe wrestles with internal turmoil, global competitors like China and the US have surged ahead in the EV arena. China's dominance in battery production and raw material processing has allowed it to produce affordable, efficient batteries on a massive scale. Meanwhile, the US has leveraged initiatives like the Inflation Reduction Act to incentivize local manufacturing and cut down dependency on foreign imports. In stark contrast, Europe's automakers face steep production costs, inconsistent government support, and fragmented supply chains. China's vertically integrated EV industry allows it to streamline operations from raw material extraction to final vehicle production. Similarly, the US's domestic production focus and tax incentives for EV buyers have given it a competitive edge. This growing disparity has raised critical questions about Europe's ability to reclaim its leadership in the global EV market. Without bold reforms and strategic initiatives, Europe risks being left in the dust as the EV revolution accelerates elsewhere. Reason number 2. Economic strains, inflation, and a looming recession. Economic turbulence in Europe, marked by soaring inflation and looming recession fears, has hit the EV industry hard. As consumers tighten their budgets, demand for high-priced EVs has dropped significantly, forcing automakers to scale back production targets. Meanwhile, rising interest rates have made funding new projects and expansions increasingly unaffordable. This financial strain has created a ripple effect across the industry, curbing investments in research and development and delaying the launch of new models. Once a thriving sector, Europe's EV market now finds itself in a fragile position, struggling to sustain progress amidst mounting economic challenges. Reason number 1. Fragmented policies, a vision divided. Europe's EV struggles are rooted in fragmented policies that lack a unified vision across the EU. While individual countries have advanced EV adoption, disparities in subsidies, infrastructure development, and regulatory standards have created uneven market growth. Some nations offer generous incentives to EV buyers, while others provide minimal support, hindering cohesive progress. Compounding the issue, delays in expanding charging networks and unclear guidelines on battery recycling have stymied industry growth. Without a streamlined strategy, Europe's EV market struggles to compete against regions with more coordinated policies like the US and China. The absence of cohesive leadership leaves Europe at a crossroads, risking further setbacks without decisive action. The verdict: a bumpy road ahead with a chance for revival. Europe's EV industry is undeniably at a crossroads, with immense challenges threatening its future. But while the road is fraught with obstacles, it's not the end of the journey. These hurdles present opportunities for reinvention and growth. Addressing energy inefficiencies, localizing supply chains, and fostering collaboration across EU nations could set the stage for a comeback. The EV crisis serves as a wake-up call, pushing Europe to reassess its strategies and adapt to a rapidly evolving market. The question now is, will Europe rise to the challenge, or will it fall further behind? What's your take on Europe's EV crisis? Do you think bold reforms and innovative strategies can turn the tide? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Highway Herald, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on the latest in the automotive world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.